did the plugs. We put the new oil in. Well, we put oil in. And being that our throttle bodies are loose, we're going to just try to bottle feed it. And I'll get you over here in a second. We'll do that. So we got spark. Our wiring's good. Good enough. Now it's the compression. Try to do a compression test yet. That's going to be next. We're going to do the carbs too. But being that we got this far this soon, we might as well try to start it now. I cleaned the whole bottom of my surface down there, all of it. So why wasn't there oil in? Maybe there was a leak. How did it leak? Could we see where the leak is? Maybe when we start it up and some compression gets on this head, we'll see exactly where the damn leak is. Like shooting out of the bike or something. Visual inspection looked okay, but that really don't mean anything. It can be deceiving. So we're going to put gas directly in the carburetor, and we'll see if we get a pop. Hopefully we get something. So we're going to put gas directly in the carbs and see if the plugs fire. And there's a lot of things we can deduct from that, from the way it sounds. There's no muffler on this bike, so it's going to be loud as hell even for the camera and for me. So I'll start it if it starts, shut it down, and we'll talk about that, and then we'll try to troubleshoot the fuel pump if there's an issue here, because I want to put direct feed here. Wet that. I wet this first. Direct feed here. See if the pump's working. If not, we'll disconnect the relay over here. And we'll jump start the fuel pump. So surprisingly, the battery's good. You know, out of all this, the battery's been holding up. It's like strong as hell. And then we'll check to see if the charging system's doing its thing. And if we got all that, man, we're down to cosmetics. Of course, the compression's got to be there. If it's not there, we're fucked. All right, let's get the bottle. Let's go. Just the bottle, man. The bleeder on top. You got electric going on around here. I've had fires on top of bikes doing this. We're gonna put some towels down to soak up some of the gas so it doesn't get. You know, we don't know what's going on with the electrical down there. We don't know what's open, what isn't, what's arc, and what's grounded. The bike started. There's not a direct short, so you know that much. It's just a precaution. You know, the fuel pump might not even work. First gas I've had in a long time. It's going directly into the cylinders. Just wetting them down. We'll see if the fuel pump takes some gas here. The choke even works. Get no gas. Let's see what we got here. Another little spurt. Alright, there we go. At this point we could actually stop and do the carbs, but I want to see if this compression's right without taking everything apart and doing a compression test right now. It's just me being a little rushed. I mean, we did this in, it's been 2.5 hours. I know the video is short, but we got to get the fuel pump to work though. And a lot of times it's the fuel relay, which is right here. A lot of times you direct jump it and you'll hear the pump going off. Something like this. Turn the power on. Do you hear it? You could hear that, right? Once we fill the bowls up, this thing should run. That's why we weren't starting. Here we go. leaking an awful lot of gas. See, this will shut down once the bowls fill up. The fact that it isn't kind of bothers me because we're probably dumping gas right into the cylinders. It should stop. Way too much gas, dude. You got leaks everywhere. You know what's good about that though? We were right, someone actually did open up the float bowls. They opened the float bowls up, the bleeder screws, and the gas is now dumping on the lift. And that's why the carbs work. So we might be good with this. We might be good with the carburetor situation here. So I'm going to tighten the screws up, and we'll go ahead and see if this pump don't stop and the bowls come up to seal off them needles. Let's just start this bike up, and we're like basically done with that section of the troubleshoot. I got lucky, man. Your first buy might have been a good one. If this is your first buy. Can't seem to get to the foot. Well, it's dripping in other spots. Now that I look at it. Alright, it's dripping in a couple different spots, so we're going to go ahead and start this thing up. We'll let the pump do its thing. We got to go into the carbs anyway, so let's just get the first start on this bike. Because it's going to start, I think. And it's going to be loud, so let's see what we got here. I'll go ahead and bottle feed it a little more. It's not going to take the gas. It's going to dump it on the ground, some of it. But it'll be enough to feed the cylinders. We'll see if we got life here. Whether the carbs are leaking or not, there's enough gas in it to have the main jet pick gas up. It might not idle. I doubt it's going to idle. It might. Who knows? Alright, so first startup on the Project F3 first bike. Because your parents can't give you the money or you're broke. Startup. Let's see what we got here. Got gas. See if we got some spark here. Plugs are so wet right now. Fuck. Too wet, dude. shut this one down, but you know what? Fuck it, man. I'd shut it down by now and go, but it sounds really solid. We got something here, man. All right, so there's that. I mean, this is done in one night, you know what I mean? We just did this together. So we got lucky with the carbs. It's rare, but it happened. Check for some leaks. We got a carburetor leak, you see that? 2 leaks, a couple leaks. Problem. Sounds pretty mean, huh? No lights. I don't know what happened to the lights. Electrical, who knows? Anyway, it's still idling, man. Gas. Alright, that's it. I don't know. You might say you're proud of me or you're proud of yourself. That's pretty cool though. That it worked out that way. Now you're thinking, man, this bike runs. Let me start going on eBay and buying shit. No, dude. It's perfect like it is. Likes to run. It hasn't ran in a long time. It's like, you know, back from the dead here. And that's kind of why I do what I do. You know, a 250 is a good starter bike, but so is an F3. Now, an F3 with an accelerated kit is not a starter bike. You know, they're pretty fucking nuts. Carburetors, they have their value. You know, everybody likes fuel injected. They're great, but carbs have their value. You know, we didn't do it. I'll do that real quick. Is we'll see if this thing will kick into gear. That's another thing you want to check real while you're, you know, in it. At this point, you're going to be stoked anyway. So, you know, clean the electric up, clean the bike, paint the swing arm, paint the frame, polish the frame, get it powder coated, all kinds of shit. Your brain could start really working now because you got a platform you could work on. And as for compression, you could tell it did. There's no, you just know. We're fine. It might be off a little bit, but whatever. This can get you around. This will get you to school and back, that's for sure. All right, we'll go ahead and see if this thing will go into gear. Some issues. Hold on. Chain's so damn tight because of the rust. We're gonna loosen the chain up. Now we can just get the motor, the trans to move around. I'm gonna get a chain, and we're gonna start getting some parts for this.